Hello there, everyone. I'm therapist Connie, and there is a topic I would like to address today because it is important, and that is anger. We feel so conflicted about anger, don't we? Last week we talked about why we're kind of uncomfortable with it a lot of times. Yeah, I got a lot of feedback on that saying, yeah, that's kind of me. It's a little dicey for me, and it's hard. Anger's a hard emotion. But I want to talk today about actually something kind of cool, the 3 ways anger can actually be productive. And there's probably more, but these are ones that I find in my office as I talk to people. How can anger actually be productive? Most of us are like, nope. Don't want to do the anger thing, don't want to be around it, don't want to feel it. There's 2 types of people, actually. One type of person, I call them the too much anger people. And it is the first thing they feel. If they start feeling sad, they get angry. If they start feeling afraid, they get angry, they get annoyed, irritable, or just downright mad. They are comfortable, or at least much more comfortable with anger. I want this for you guys that I'm talking about there. I want this to be some validation for you today. First of all, let me say this. I will never validate anger that is hurtful and attacking to other people. That's not a helpful use of anger, not a productive way to do it. And last time we talked about domestic violence, never okay to use anger to bully, to hurt, to manipulate other people. Never. It's just not okay. Okay, that said, let's get back to 2 types of people. One, too much anger. The other is too little. These are the ones I actually see more of. Most of us are slow to feel angry. We don't like feeling angry, so we avoid the emotion. I also want to make a note here to say women in particular in this culture at large are discouraged from showing anger. It's not socially acceptable to show anger. People are like, no, that woman, she's, you fill in the blank, right? If a woman shows anger. Also, I want to say, take this a step further. In the circles I was raised in the church, specifically women in the church should not show anger. That's the rule that I heard. Not heard necessarily said, but implied everywhere. Women who showed anger were not okay. So no wonder some of us are uncomfortable feeling and expressing anger, right? Okay, so let's talk about the 3 ways. 3 ways that this thing can be productive, this crazy thing we feel so mixed and ambivalent about. Number 1, we can defend ourselves. I think this is a beautiful expression of anger. Some of the people who have been hurt the worst by other humans that I know of, they can't feel anger. They really struggle. Therefore, they haven't been able to go, stop it. I'm going to defend myself and get angry. And anger brings strength, and there's a defense. Fighting injustice. Under this topic, fighting injustice, a beautiful, productive expression of anger, in my opinion. Also, all right, some of you guys who don't like to get mad, some of you parents who don't like to get mad and feel uncomfortable and guilty about anger, you wouldn't feel guilty or at all about being angry if somebody came up to your kid on the playground and smacked him in the face for no reason. You'd be like, I'm mad now. Oh, I'm mad. And you'd be like, I'm fine being mad. They just attacked my kid. Okay, appropriate expression of anger, defending ourselves and others, including our children, including our friends. There again, is anger a permission to attack physically or emotionally another human? No, but it's okay to be angry. Number two reasons. First of all, defending ourselves or others. Number 2 is setting boundaries. You know, I work with clients, and even in my own life, I've seen this. I work with clients, and they're like, oh, boundaries are so hard. I know I should say no, but oh gosh, I don't want to get that person upset. And then pretty soon, they start getting mad at being taken advantage of, being hurt, being manipulated, and they get mad, and it gives them the strength to say, no, we're not doing this. Yay! How many of us have cheered our friends on when they've said no or stop it to someone? We're finally like, oh, thank God, they finally told them to stop it. Good. That's called boundaries. And anger helps us it provokes us to make change when we are in an unhealthy situation. Because eventually anger, if we're feeling sad or afraid in an unhealthy situation, both of those kind of weaken us a little bit, kind of drain us. Anger goes energy, and it gets us out of a situation. It can provoke good change in our lives if we get mad enough. So there's number 2, great reason, setting boundaries. All right. Number 3, emotional wholeness. Some of us out there have a hard time feeling sadness. Some of us have a hard time feeling fear or admitting we feel. First of all, we all feel this. We all feel sad at times. We all feel fearful at times. We all feel angry. We all feel guilty. We all feel these uncomfortable negative emotions at times. The issue is, are we admitting it? Come on now. So what happens is those of us who are much more comfortable saying, I'm so sad, or I'm feeling very anxious about this, or I feel so guilty that da-da-da-da. A lot of times, those are the people, me being a recovering one, that would never say, oh, I am mad. Well, the thing is, we do get mad. So let's admit it, right? Okay, let's get back to the admitting thing out of any of those emotions. So number 3 is emotional wholeness. If we can feel all those other emotions that are negative and should feel them because they're healthy, and you feel them whether you admit it or not, or whether you think you feel them, they're going to come out sideways if you don't say, I'm super sad and cry, or I'm scared to death. I'm scared, help me. It's still there. And it's going to come out sideways as a different one of those emotions. So let's be whole. Let's feel fear sometimes. Let's feel sadness sometimes. Let's feel anger sometimes. Let's integrate that into being a whole person. We can then function in a whole realm as a whole human being. So that's kind of exciting, actually, even though it's uncomfortable. All right, I want this broadcast to give you permission to be angry. Okay, some of you don't need that permission. But to those of you, I say, be angry and don't hurt other people with it. Not okay. But for those of us who are uncomfortable, I want to just give this permission to say, it's okay to be angry, and it's okay to do it without attacking others. And let's learn how to tolerate that feeling of anger in ourselves and others, because it's healthy, it's an emotion, it's there for a reason, it's telling us something. So I think that's pretty fun and exciting, even on such a kind of a crazy topic to talk about, right? All right, you guys, have a great day, and we'll see you back soon.